Back when the quantum realm first appeared in the MCU in Ant-Man in 2015, it seemed like, a cool idea, this microverse just waiting to be explored, but an idea that didn't seem like it was gonna be getting a lot of run outside of future Ant-Man movies. Fast forward 3 years, and it looks like the quantum realm might actually be the key to just about everything in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, from how Captain Marvel gets her powers, to time travel, resurrecting the dead heroes, taking down Thanos, how the Fantastic Four get their powers. One theory that actually makes a lot of sense is that the quantum realm could function as the MCU's version of the Negative Zone from Marvel Comics. In the comics, the Negative Zone was an alternate universe, or in some incarnations an alternate dimension existing below ours with vastly different physical properties from our own. For example, it was comprised entirely of antimatter. Most frequently appearing in the pages of Fantastic Four comics, the Four frequently explored the zone as a science team, both kind of exploring it for scientific purposes and oftentimes to battle the inhabitants of the zone, namely Annihilus, who's tried several times to invade our own dimension. You might also remember that in the 2015 Fantastic Four movie, the group gained their powers from exposure to Planet Zero, which was considered by many to have actually existed in the Negative Zone, even though it wasn't called that by name in the movie. Specifically, some fans have seized on one particular part of the quantum realm as an almost direct Negative Zone analog, the quantum void, as seen in the first Ant-Man movie, which Scott is trapped in, and again in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Specifically, as first noted by comic book resources, the quantum void actually looks exactly like the Negative Zone we see in the comic storyline Kree-Skrull War, when Captain Marvel, the original Marvel, spends a period of time trapped in the Negative Zone. It actually has the same exact aesthetic look as the quantum void we see in Ant-Man. But what could it mean for the MCU for the quantum realm to be the stand-in for the Negative Zone? Well, first and foremost, it gives a perfect reason for why we haven't seen the Fantastic Four yet in the MCU and where exactly they came from. It's the perfect opportunity to just say that as scientists, as lifelong researchers, they've simply been in the quantum realm exploring this entire time. In fact, some fans have noticed that city in Ant-Man and the Wasp could be exactly where they've been holed up this entire time. You could really just say that they were either there researching on their own will this entire time, or they ran into similar problems that Scott Lang and Janet Van Dyne did, that they couldn't figure out a way out of the quantum realm once they were already there. You could also have this tie into their powers. Obviously, they could have gained their abilities before going into the quantum realm, but my gut tells me that exposure to the quantum realm and its energies could be the substitute for the cosmic radiation that typically gives the Fantastic Four their powers in their origin story. This also would save the potential future Fantastic Four movie from having to ever delve into that origin. Basically, you could just have them emerge and then say that it was their prolonged exposure to the quantum particles that granted them all different abilities, seeing as we already know that the quantum realm affects different people different ways, hence why Ghost has powers that are very different from the ones we see Janet having, and so on and so forth. And speaking of Ghost, you could argue that her powers are actually fairly similar to how the Invisible Woman's powers could work, so there's another connection to the quantum realm there that honestly I hadn't even thought of until just this moment. Regardless, we know the quantum realm will have a massive role in the MCU's future, and as if we needed another reminder of that, Kevin Feige himself was interviewed as part of the MCU's 10th anniversary hardcover book, which you can actually go buy right now, and in that he said, "At the end of Ant-Man, we followed Scott Lang into the quantum realm for the first time. We were beginning to peel back the onion that would later be completely peeled back in Doctor Strange as we go into the multiverse, so that was our little test into that. But now the quantum realm is a whole other territory that we can play with to tell our stories. This quantum realm is much larger than we ever imagined, and there are all sorts of adventures to be had at that level, which perhaps we will explore in another film. No matter what happens, it sounds like the quantum realm is here to stay and will be heavily involved in the future of the MCU's Phase 4. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of our theory? Could the quantum realm be the MCU's version of the Negative Zone, and is it where the Fantastic Four have been hiding this entire time? That's going to do it for me here though. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.